Hello, eighth grade, and this is Monday's assignment. So by Monday, you should have all the edits completed. So it's 8 o'clock Monday evening. All your edits should be completed. What I like to do is you're going to scroll through and you've made the required corrections. You've gone through it. There's nothing, okay, on the right-hand side. You've made all the corrections. If you write something on the right-hand side, I necessarily don't see it unless I open up the document and I don't receive any notification that you wrote something. So if you're struggling, send me a message on Google Classroom. What I ask you to do is when you resolve the comments, okay, so it's Monday, 8 p.m., you've made all the corrections, you've resolved the comments, I would like you to read through this paper. What I always like to do is give everybody a period to read through it, okay? So I'm going to encourage you to read through your paper. I know this is a weirder setup than usual, but read through it. And if you have the time to do so out loud, okay, in your own home, you have somebody else, can you take a moment and read this, mom, dad, guardian, grandpa, somebody? I suggest and I encourage you to do so, okay? You can always do that. At the same time, here's where we need to be, okay? I'd like you to take a look at the example I have. So this is from our friend from last year. I want everything in one document, okay? Ms. C and I are going to grade this together, and what I'd like you to do is you're going to have this all in one document. So first of all, the title, okay, if you take a look, the title should be your last name underscore Saint underscore report. That should be it. We want one document, okay, when this is turned in. So here's what we need. By Tuesday at 8 p.m., and if you get ahead and you want to do this Monday, you can. You take a look. This should take 5 to 10 minutes at the most. Here's your cover page, okay? This is your cover page. You have your name. You have Mr. A. You can put / Miss C. That's fine. Religion 8, and then the date that it's due. Okay, we're going to put March 25th, 2020. You're going to put the title here. You're going to have a photo of the saint here. And it's fine that that's page 1. I don't care that that's page 1. Notice that page 2, which you already have, okay, is set up the same way. You have the MLA heading, and it now says page 2, and your title is still there. All of this has stayed the same. All you do is the cover, okay? Make the cover page. It's one single page, okay? And then you go to page 2, and it's right here, right at the top. It's not bumped all the way down. Page 2 is actually, your page 1, the beginning of the reading. But page 1 is your cover page. So you go all the way through, and you've made all your corrections. And when you go through it, here's what I need you to do. Take out a piece of paper, an index card, something, okay? And I want you to go through this, and I want you to write down every single citation that you've used, okay? Every single citation that you've used must be written down. If you don't have 4 to 5 different ones, we have an issue right now because the rule was 4 to 5 different citations. I'm sure the majority of you have more than that. So by Tuesday evening, we want the cover page here, okay? And you've gone through and you've written your citations, what you have. Please go through this carefully. I usually give you the option to print it and take out a highlighter. You can always do that at home, but I don't want you to waste a lot of time and paper. But you could do that if you like. What I would do is I'd go through this very, very carefully on Tuesday and write down all your citations. Okay? If you have time, you get to this early, you want to start early, that's why I'm posting this video early. Go through it. Okay? Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to create your resource page. Here is Maria's example. If you have the folder, take out her example and literally follow her example. That final copy that you have in the folder is how it should be structured. So look at hers, resource page. She has the correct author. It's in alphabetical order. Notice the. It never goes by the word the. The doesn't count. It goes by E, editors, okay? So the second line, third line is always indented. If you have a fourth line, it's always indented. Notice the doesn't count, okay? It goes by O, order. I don't care how many pages this goes through. I do care, though, if you have less than 4 or 5. How do you make the citations, okay? 6th grade wants me to reteach this every 5 minutes. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to teach it once, and I already did that. So what I'd like you to know is basically on the religion page, I posted the citation generator where you can create your citations. You might realize that you cited some of these on your source analysis. Now, you don't need to analyze them. We're just looking like Maria's paper. Here's the link that you can use. Here's Maria's paper. That's what I want. I don't want to analyze. But your source analysis, if you ended up using those 4 or 5 or whatever you put, you can literally just copy and paste them right now. But I need you to make sure that you use them because I'm going to go through your paper, and I want to make sure that every single citation that you make in the paper must have an official resource here. So if you put Catholic Online 2020 in your paper, it needs to be here. Oh, Mr. A, I used a couple different Catholic Onlines. Do I have to do one for each? Yes, one for each. So if you have multiple Catholic Onlines, you put them in alphabetical order, yes, by the author, but then by the article title. So if you use Catholic Online St. Clair and use Catholic Online St. Francis, you would make one for St. Clair and then one for St. Francis. And you put in order St. Clair first and then St. Francis second. What I'd like you to do is go through everything, and then by Tuesday, you're going to post the document. Okay, you're going to post the document Tuesday with the cover page completed. Remember, by Monday at 8 p.m., all your edits are done. So Tuesday, cover page completed. You have started with your resources. Then by Wednesday, you should be able to have a document posted with literally everything done. And that will be 480 points. What I ask you to do is please be careful because some of you, I don't know why, have a lot of documents. Oh, I have 4 or 5 documents. That's the old one. That's the new one. Guys, I don't know what old and new, okay? Whatever you submit on Wednesday is what I grade, okay? Whatever you submit on Wednesday is what I grade. So you need to scroll through that some of you who have all these documents, which I told you not to do, that if you submit one and it just has your intro and all the other paragraphs are missing, then I guess that's what I'm going to grade. Please go through this carefully. You have a lot of time. Work on this truthfully. Look at Maria's. I please have hers out. Look at that and flow with it. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to have this due on Wednesday. I posted this video on Friday just to give you a heads up. So I hope you watched it, and let's keep moving forward. Let me know if you have questions. Let's score high, and let's make sure we're ready for what's ahead.